Let's go through the formula a little more in detail. We break the word V. The meaning of the word V stands for vertical. The meaning of the word lookup is to find something. You take both the words together, VLOOKUP, that means vertically you want to find something. But remember, when you're writing a VLOOKUP, you're not only searching a value vertically, you are searching a value vertically and you are searching a value horizontally. But you will only move horizontal only if you find the vertical movement. So remember, the movement is vertical and then the movement is horizontal. The order is very important. This explanation is exactly the explanation given by Microsoft, and it searches for a value in the leftmost column of a table. If it finds, then it returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. That's exactly what we have already read. Now what we need to understand, we need to go through the examples and we need to go a little more in detail into each and every argument. So now, what we have done, we have basically broken this argument. So first, let us talk about the argument of VLOOKUP, the different arguments. So the first argument is lookup value. The meaning of the word lookup value is the value which you want to search for. Now, personally, what I have done, I have broken down each and every argument over here into questions. I called the lookup value as Q1, table array as Q2, column index number as Q3, and range lookup as Q4. If you really want to master VLOOKUP formulas, you have to be very clear with each and every argument. Now, so the first argument was lookup value. Lookup value is the value which you want to search for. And very important, what value do you want to search vertically? Vertically in your data. So you need to have a very clear context that in your data, what do you want to search vertically? Let me give you an example. If this is my data, in this data, what do I want to search vertically? Vertically, I want to search the ID. Hence, ID becomes my lookup value. Let's see the example on the sheet itself. Now, the first argument is the lookup value. The meaning of the word lookup value is the value to search. Remember, we are searching for two values. We are searching for a value vertically. We are searching for a value horizontally. In this case, it is clearly mentioned that the first argument lookup value, which is also called Q1, is what value do you want to search vertically. In our case, what is the value we want to search vertically is the ID. Then the second argument is called Q2. This is the name I have given personally, which is called table array. If you see over here, the second argument is table array, the range of cells containing the data. Now, this reference has already been given in the previous argument. So over here, the data is this entire data. Is where do you want to search? Now, let's come to the third argument, which I called Q3, which Excel calls column index number. It says the column number in the table from which you want to retrieve the value. This is what do you want in return, which means horizontally, what do you want? Once again, this is horizontally, what do you want? So what do I want to find? I want to find the last name, and the last name is appearing in the third column. Therefore, the column number becomes 3. And the last, for now, I told you under range lookup, it is with respect to Q1. What is my Q1? It is the number 53. Is the number 53, is that an exact number or an approximation? It's an exact number. What's an approximation? An approximation is any number which falls between two numbers, including decimals. In this case, 53.21 is not the value. It is 53. That means it is 53, which means it's an exact value. I have moved back to the presentation. Now, I want to give you an alternate way to start thinking before you start writing the VLOOKUP formula. You can go ahead if you are someone who does not write a VLOOKUP formula day in and day out, and this formula is a little new for you. Rather than thinking Q1, Q2, and Q3, just for convenience purposes, I want you to reverse the order. I want you to go into Q3, then Q2, and then Q1. This exercise has to be done on a piece of paper better, and you only have to do it once or twice. You don't have to keep doing it. Just that you need to get the hang of the formula. Once you get the hang of the formula, it will just flow. So start with Q3. Q3 is the ultimate goal. What is the ultimate goal? In this case, my ultimate goal is that I want the last name to appear on my Excel sheet. So I would take a piece of paper, I would write Q3, and I would write the final output which I want. In this case, the final output is that I need the last name of the employee. Perfect. Then I would conveniently move to Q2, asking myself that where will I find this Q3? The answer to that is in the data. Therefore, I will write the word data over here. Also, I will go ahead and I will write the sheet name also over here, just to make it a little easy for me. Remember, this is for me only. Then I would move to Q1. Under Q1, I will ask myself that in this data sheet which I have, what will I need to search vertically so that I get my output? So vertically, I need to search for this employee ID, which becomes a number 79. This is only for my convenience purposes. I would request you to stop this video, just rewind for the last 15 to 20 seconds and go through this explanation once. Personally, this has helped me to form what do I need to write under the VLOOKUP formula. Remember, when you write the formula, you don't stand a chance. You have to write it as Q1, Q2, and Q3. However, if you want to think, I would recommend go first Q3, then Q2, and then Q1. Once again, Q3 is my ultimate goal. Q2 is where will I find my ultimate goal, and Q1 is what do I need to search in Q2 that I get my Q3. I hope this explanation helps. Now, let's move to the next slide.